Oh, well, I'll say this. If you want, the recording level is global, I think. So if you could slightly nudge up or down your recording level if you wanted in Audacity, it will affect the OBS. I believe.
I believe when I fall in love.
I believe in a thing called love.
It will be forever. We love that.
I can't believe there's 2 songs about love.
Oh yeah, you're at 150%.
Okay, that's not so bad. 150? That's like, okay, I wish that I was at 100. My wish is that everyone I talk to goes, Keith is the perfect volume. I will adjust everyone else around him. That's what I want.
That's never...
And then one below that is world peace.
You know what? Fine. We'll just, Keith, you keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah.
Chat, you let us know how the game needs to be. Up, down, side to side.
They're not good at that, unfortunately.
I know they're not good at that, but they're never going to get good.
They need practice.
If we don't give them the responsibility.
That's true.
They
have to say what they think, and then I'll tell them if they're good or bad people. I mean, if they're right or wrong. Same thing.
You know, but again, we're recording this locally, so it's out of their hands for the future.
Yeah. It's funny because it's good on youtube.com/runbutton where they can go to watch all the Run Button videos. You'd think people would learn from that what it's supposed to sound like, but they don't.
Yeah, sad.
Sad state. What is this,
Kids
Delaware?
Kids these days can't even learn from YouTube volumes.
Yeah.
Sad.
Lavendeerly says, I'm a bad person, but everything sounds good so far. Noted.
All right, there must be massive problems. Welcome back to Silent Hill 2 Remake. And, I've been enjoying the game so far, but after we took a quick excursion to check out the original game last week, I'm even more excited about Silent Hill 2 Remake.
That's funny.
I hadn't played the original in years, and my opinion had been softening year over year.
Yes.
And I'm glad I've been set straight by the harsh reality of
only
Silent
one
Hill
of
2.
us was brave enough to carry that hate in his heart for all of that time.
Okay, so we solved the clock. So is this, we don't push the clock and then go into a hole behind the clock?
No.
What's that about? I think that's a ripoff.
Okay.
Rip. Okay, I take it back. Only the original's good. This game sucks.
We had to set the clock. We pushed something else. Remember, we pushed the dresser. So instead of pushing the clock, you push the dresser. Remember?
Oh, this way we opened the clock face open, right?
To set the minute hands. Harry,
we got the clock key.
Harry, Scott, and Mara.
Harry Mason. This is James Sunderland.
No,
God,
no.
God, you think you're an authority on complaining about Silent Hill, and you don't even know the difference between Harry Mason and James Sunderland?
The Hour's Hands obviously is a direct reference to Harry Mason. You can't have 2 Harrys and it not be Harry Mason.
Whoa. Is there Harry?
Yeah, for the Hour's Hands.
Are you sure it was Harry? What if it was Henry?
Do
you know for sure it wasn't Henry?
I think you're right. It was
Henry. Get the fuck out of here.
Henry Mason from Silent Hill 1.
Henry and then Mildred. It should have just been Harry Mason, and then the S would be, I don't know.
Saul.
Yeah.
Harry Mason Saul.
Okay.
It had to be Mildred because it had to be a woman's name because it has to be about someone being in danger from a woman. Right? Because she's sneaking up on him.
You remember that?
In the puzzle, it's about how, he didn't notice that she was right behind him.
And any day now, I'm going to remember how to get to the map. There it is.
It's up on the D-pad, I bet.
It was. How
Yeah.
the fuck do you remember this?
Because I edited the video where you complained about it being up on the D-pad and
okay.
then said,
Yep,
games
that
shouldn't put
explains it.
maps on the D-pad. It used to be good that we put buttons on the D-pad, but now it's annoying. And then you said and I would love to see how you feel about this after playing Silent Hill 2. D-pad should be tank controls, and they should find other buttons for everything else.
Yeah, that's great.
Do you still feel that way?
I still, part of the problem I had with specifically the Xbox version, the problem with the Silent Hill 2 original is that the flashlight in the PS2 version looks like total dog shit. And it looks really good on the Xbox version, but the Xbox version has that goddamn analog stick, and tank controls on an analog stick is hecka garbo time.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
It does still have the D-pad, but
I like the Xbox D-pad, frankly.
also the Xbox D-pad it's not the best.
I'll tell you what for tank controls, I can see how having 4 big arrows would be really useful on the PlayStation. On the whole, I like every Xbox D-pad better than every Sony D-pad. I know that makes me the only guy who says that in the world.
Totally deranged. That is
It is true, though.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
like...
even the fucking original 360 D-pad that would get nudged out of place and then one direction wouldn't work because the side of the D-pad was too close to the wall that it was its housing.
I admit that is the reality for a lot of people out there. I played... I mean, it must have been 20, 30,000 hours of Xbox 360, and that never happened with any of my controllers. Not one.
I can't see any key items I may or may not have, so I'm just gonna... Hey, does the chat know what we were doing after we solved the clock?
They don't know unless they watch the last stream or they're patrons, because that video... Oh, I guess they wouldn't know if they're patrons because that's not even edited yet. Do you want me to go look at the end of the video? Okay, here's what I believe.
Look at the end of the video.
Look, well, because I have the video.
That looks like where we're going.
Sure.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, this looks right. Hey, this is where we fight Pyramid Head.
It sure looks like that, too. That's what it looked like to me.
That's what it looks like to me.
And this... Hey now.
Hey now, hey now.
You're an all-star.
This is what dreams are made of.
Get
oh my
your
god,
game
they made
on.
2 songs about dreams.
What is this? This is just... It's just like camera angle. I have no control on anything. It's just like, check out this camera angle.
Yeah,
hey, have you
out.
considered this staircase?
Consider the staircase.
Consider the staircase.
First, David Foster Wallace asked us to consider the lobster, and now we're being asked to consider the staircase? What will they think of next?
The American dream promised me that I would never have to consider anything. And now I have all these fucking liberals telling me to consider stuff.
I think that you're 100% right about this, but thankfully, he died.
I don't even know who that is.
You know David Foster Wallace? He wrote that big book that people are mad about.
Infinite Jest?
Yes. You got it in one.
Like, oh, it's so fucking long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the book.
More like infinite novel, am I right?
Infinite novel. Nice. Very nice, because it's so long.
Check this place out, huh? Looks cool. I heard a little bird told me, and one of these things I forget if I hadn't heard this or if I heard it and then forgot it by the time we played the game.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I guess Bluebird team did in some capacity work in collaboration with some people who worked on the original.
Oh,
definitely the composer.
Yeah,
and probably like the art director. I forget his name, but he's pretty famous among people who care a lot about who did the art on Silent Hill.
Sure. And we do have an official apology to make for to Bloober Team for making fun of them saying Neely's Bar on the map. That's what it says in the game. Yep. In the original game, it says Neely's Bar. We took that as an affront to our senses, but we were wrong. It always said Neely's Bar.
Yeah.
And then they went and made Neely's Bar like a much bigger deal, actually, in the...
They did do that.
Yeah.
And I have
Neely's
an apology. I have an apology to issue to Metaphor Refantasio.
Oh, I don't have an apology to that. Fuck that game.
My apology was just I ragged on like the art and specifically the look of the main character, but then I went and checked and realized that while I did remember that they had one blue eye and one yellow eye and had blue hair, that was the only thing I had been remembering correctly, and all of the
that's like
art style I was
90%
complaining about. Yeah, no. But anyways, character looks fine. I'm not mad about it.
As someone who's played 80 hours of that game, number one, that game sucks. I hate it.
Check out this guy.
It is the game that's made me the most mad.
He's got a bullet stuck in his pyramid head.
Oh my god, he's got a bullet stuck in his pyramid head.
Someone already spoiled that I shouldn't fight this guy at all. Don't do that, by the way.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Lame. Sorry to that person. I know you're just trying to be helpful, but some people can't help themselves.
And then they try to help us. What the hell?
Like, I think somebody like wrote into like Remap about like, should I get into Friday the 13th? And Patrick was like, well, what you gotta understand is Jason isn't the villain actually of the first movie. It's like, who? What the fuck? Why would anyone need to know that? What a weird thing to say.
Is he not the villain of the first movie?
No, it's like his mother or something. Like, I don't.
Why did you pass on
It's also
this
one of those
spoiler?
things everyone knows, no one cares.
You just wait. So, are you mad that it's a spoiler, or are you mad that it's minutia? What are you upset about?
I don't even know enough about these movies to know if it's a spoiler. It's definitely minutia. It's like one of those. It's just like you would find out by watching the movies. Why would you need to know? Oh fuck!
Oh, he got you in 2 hits.
I remembered the dodge button too late.
Consider the dodge button.
Considering it now. We have all these free bullets though, so that's nice. But you know, I was listening to those folks on the Remap talk about Metaphor, and it did make me want to try it because they were like positive on it, but not like recklessly positive like I've heard everyone else be. So it kind of made me be like, maybe I trust these people's opinion.
No, trust my opinion. That game is absolute. It is it is so up its own ass.
Oh man.
It is like. Okay, first of all, it is a game that is so about politics. Like it is the plot of it is literally about like political systems and how to run a country and how people should engage in like civic society.
And then now. Maybe that person was wrong. I gotta shoot him.
And then the audacity of, well, I heard, so, okay, let's switch. What I remember from what that person said was don't shoot him. It was don't fight him. So I think that you actually misremembered what this person said.
No, I think they were saying, I think we literally just have to wait until like this room fills with water or some shit.
Oh, okay. No, I sort of remember that.
Oop, wrong button.
What I remember was someone saying that damaging Pyramid Head with melee attacks makes the fight end faster. That's what I remember. Which is how every boss fight works, actually. Okay. The whole game's about politics, and then it has like a combination of like a 4th grade civics class and an 18th century French noble's idea of politics. It is like both pro-democracy in this extremely childish way that is rooted in like...
How many hours? many
I'm
hours
80
in?
hours in. I'm almost done.
Holy shit! That is so many hours.
Right. I think that if you sped through the game and didn't do side stuff, you could probably do it in 60 hours.
Okay.
But it's an Atlas
if you
game,
said,
and there's
if you said like, if you said 12, I would have to like regretfully do the like. I hate to fucking say this, but I don't think you can judge this game's story
of
by 12
Atlas?
hours. Yeah, no, I
had already said, by the way, that I was 80 hours into the game.
I know, but I thought maybe I misheard you because
no,
that's crazy. Why would you be so many hours into a game you don't like?
Because they do their, because I slowly came to loathe it more and more as the game went on. At first, I was annoyed at the positive reaction to the game because I thought the game was just fine, but also annoying. And as the story reveals more of what's going on, it increasingly is horrible.
Wow. Okay, you know what? I'm getting hurt by melee, so I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Where was I on Metaphor?
You hated it more and more the more you played it.
So because of the way Atlas games work with the horrible calendar system that they should do away with, there's like all these days that you have between events.
So you mean like, you basically mean Persona games and also Metaphor, not like Atlas makes like a lot of games.
Oh, sorry. I mean Atlas games in the style of this game. You know what I mean?
Persona games,
sure. Is there no
Because not even other Megami Tensei games
Sure.
do the calendar.
Then, I mean, I think this is a pointless stoppage of me talking. I think everybody knew that I meant Persona games.
You know about me. I love to be a medium specific, or whatever the hell we said before
when we were off mic.
started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Persona games horrible calendar system. You know, you could rush. You could rush through. No, it's terrible. You could rush through the game. I'll say it's never worse than in this game. In every other game, it makes more sense because it's about going to school.
Right, yeah, I was surprised to even hear you just now say that it had one of those.
Right.
But
so it has a calendar system where it's like there's a set amount of time between events. It doesn't matter what day of the week anything happens on because you're not at school. So it's merely a blank amount of days between events. So you could like skip all of those days by not like doing what the game is about, doing social links and leveling up in side dungeons, and you'd shave 30 hours off of the game, but you'd be missing like what they intend for you to do. So the intended length of this game is like 75 to 85 hours. And it is a game all about politics, and the politics of the game are like baby-brained, like theoretical democracy that would be at home in like let's say a 15th century book by Thomas More, which is like literally an object in the book that's like really important, or a 4th grade social studies class where it's just like voting is good, voting is where you pick the ruler, that's nice to do. And then the game, of course, it's an Atlas game, slowly reveals that actually the way to like achieve democracy is to just like have a good king. It's so bad. I can't even, it makes me feel insane at like how much good stuff I saw without people being like, well, the game is fun, but the story is actively bad and the politics are actively bad. But the game is fun. I like the game. So much pure praise for this game. When I bought it, I was shocked at how immediately annoying it was.
This has become so perplexing. I'm now just trying everything. So I'm like, maybe that person was straight up dead wrong, and I have to specifically shoot him in the head.
You should die and not waste these bullets, because we know that shooting him doesn't work.
What do you mean die? Dude, I've died like 4 times. Haven't you noticed?
Die to get your bullets back. Don't accidentally succeed on the one where you wasted a bunch of bullets.
Well, I just picked up 3 boxes of bullets.
Well, I heard specifically about this game that it's really stingy about bullets, so you don't want to accidentally win.
Yeah, I mean, we know that.
On the one where...
Dude. Okay, yeah. Whoever said don't attack him is out of their mind.
It's been weeks. I don't think that we can. I don't remember someone saying don't attack him. What I remember is someone saying don't shoot him.
Okay. Fine.
But they give you bullets all over the place in the fight. So clearly.
Yeah.
So like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Maybe. But I mean, maybe it's just the helmet. I can't rule out that they're doing it like as a red herring. I mean, it's not like totally crazy for this game. I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, that's the metaphor minute.
Okay. Well, sad.
Yeah. I should say, you might play this game and really like it. Everyone fucking else on the planet seems to.
Yeah, the thing is I was gonna say is like you kind of famously don't like turn-based RPGs.
Right, but this
like
game is
I think
so
the fact
much
that you're
worse.
the fact that you were like railing against the calendar system, I think kind of like points out you maybe are also not a Persona person.
You're misremembering that I played Persona 5 Royal like a year and a half ago and loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah, I am misremembering that.
Yeah, so I don't really like turn-based games. I can't play a game for its turn-based system. But like
heartbreaking.
And I'll say this though, the Persona system is so much better than the archetype system. It's not even funny. I totally appreciate.
Oh man.
I totally appreciate people who are like, Persona games and Shin Megami Tensei games have had all the same enemies for years and years and years, and the archetype system, it's like a whole batch of new enemies, and that's great. But barring that as like something that you're interested in,
those fucking crazy weirdos are iconic though.
Yes, they're iconic, but just like be Pokemon and add more. Like have like every game we use 150 and we're gonna slowly add 15 at a time. Maybe that's what they do, I don't know. But anyway,
I can respect them wanting to do a new thing.
The idea with the archetype system is that now you can like change around everybody's stuff, not just the main guy. But they always could have done that.
You stupid dickhead.
Yeah, you stupid dickhead.
Stupid pyramid dickhead.
They always could have done that with Persona. There's no like rule of the physical world that prevents you from like swapping what kind of persona your allies have. You know what I mean? So it's nice that you can take your tank.
I'm sorry. Say again about swapping the what?
In Persona, you can change your main guy's persona to whatever you want.
Yes, that is true.
But you don't have that freedom with all the other characters.
Yes. Okay. I thought you said the opposite.
Right. But in the archetype system, there's like, I don't know, like 12 or something classes with each with 1 to 3 subclasses. And anyone can do anything, which is nice. But it does feel way more limiting because it's also like, okay, well, my tank will want to be like either a tank or a bruiser. My magic person will want to be like one of these 2 or 3 magic types or a healer or something. Like, so you still don't have like full control, if you want to make a party that makes sense. And then also they really punish you later in the game for like wasting too much time on the wrong kind of archetype for a character, because there's only so much grinding you can do because of the calendar system. And it's not like Persona where you're just like catching high-level personas at the end of the game. You have to be actively leveling up for everything that you gain. And so like I really like the freedom that the archetype system gives you to change around your allies' shit, but they could have always done that in Persona.
We got him.
Okay, I have to go.
Folks, we got him.
I have chosen to go. I like that he had to hurry.
I have struck fear into the heart of the enemy, and he is retreating with his tail between his legs.
I have struck fear into his pyramid head. I like that he had to hurry to get to the spot where then he could like finish the cutscene normally.
Do not fear these pyramid men with pyramid hearts.
JL Pollux says the archetype system is the Final Fantasy job system, basically. Exactly. I don't know what that means, but here, if that helps you, Kyle.
That's disappointing to know. I have an anecdote about the Final Fantasy job system.
Do you love it?
That was famously introduced in Final Fantasy 3, and like last week. Wow, we're just back out here.
Oh, we're just back out here. What the hell?
We're just back out here. Last week I suddenly got a feeling like, I want to go play some more 8-bit RPG stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I never really got into FF3. I started it and then kind of bounced off it. So I should go back and finish that game. And I loaded up Final Fantasy 3, and I looked at the save files on my NES Mini and realized, hey, wait a second. These look a lot like the end of a game. And I went in there and realized that I had bounced off it, but I went back to the game, finished the entire thing, and remember literally none of it. Like that.
Wow.
So that's how much I
sucks.
liked Final Fantasy 3 was that I was happy to just let it all
at
go.
the very end. Yeah.
No, I didn't quit. I finished it.
Oh, you
I
finished it.
the whole game and memory hold the entire thing
That's
because
really
I
funny.
found it so unmemorable.
Hey, you should double check that you're not clipping in Audacity because you're kind of fuzzy to me in
Oh, no.
Discord.
I'm not clipping.
Okay,
Audacity.
great.
Hey, it was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
I don't know. What's a big dum-dum like you doing here anyway?
Got him.
Hey,
Got him.
that's not very nice.
Eat shit, James.
Parents teach you any manners? What you got there?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait!
Hey, how do you know that, kid?
How do you know her name?
Hey, I didn't tell anybody
Hey.
that I didn't love her.
I didn't tell anybody that I was eyeing those nurses while she lay there dying.
In going back to play the famous JRPGs of the NES, I have been shocked at how much I have loved the Dragon Quest games that no one in America talks about or cares about, and how little I have cared for the NES Final Fantasies.
That's interesting. I've
So,
never liked any of those NES games. I don't think I like the NES as a system.
Sure. You know, but people talk about the Final Fantasy job system, which is just a thing where like characters don't have set classes. You can swap the
Right.
classes like
So
whenever
you're talking
you
about
want.
Fantasy Life?
Yeah, I'm talking about Fantasy Life. I'm talking about Metaphor Refantasio. But I'm also talking about Dragon Quest 3. It was Dragon Quest 3 that invented this.
I think. I need to say, I am resisting the urge to talk nonstop about Metaphor. I hate it so much.
Oh, man. I think you should definitely resist that.
I'm doing my best, but everything that you're saying, anything RPG related is like lighting up a light in my brain being like, talk about how that's sort of in Metaphor and how it sucks in Metaphor.
Hey, actually, speaking of Dragon Quest 3,
Yeah.
a new Patrick Chester. Oh man, these names are really gonna matter. Just like Henry.
Hold on, I'll
and,
write this down in our notebook.
Mildred.
Mildred.
Patrick Chester, son of Edward. He fought and died for the people, for liberty, and for all of our tomorrows. His memory lives
Don't you
on.
think that should have rhymed? I feel like this should have rhymed. Patrick Chester lost his jester.
I
and
would
we
like-
punched him.
I would like to state on this recording for any loved ones that may discover it after my death, if you would like to erect a monument in my honor, I would very much like it to not have a rhyming limerick attached. Thank
for
you.
me, make it rhyme. Make it a rhyming. make it specifically a limerick. There once was a man from Pawtucket.
Oh, maybe I did just clip.
Yeah, you were getting pretty loud, and then when I asked you to check, you checked at a much quieter volume. Hey, your DualSense wireless controller battery is
I
low.
backed up. Oh, shit.
Oh, you got way
I gotta
quieter.
plug it in. Oh yeah, I just turned me way down. No, I'm going up.
I'm going to the top.
Going to the top. Videopolis.
Going to the top of Videopolis.
That's God. If anyone here is a fucking Disney park weirdo, they fucking loved that just now.
Yeah, Kyle's not a Disney park weirdo, but is a video about theme park on YouTube weirdo.
Yeah, I'm more like a Disney weirdo. I'm not a
You
weirdo
like Disney
about the
weirdos.
Disney parks, but I do like to listen to them talk about their Disney park weirdness.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you hear Matt Gorley's podcast? I told you about this.
I mean, Matt Gorley has his hands in many podcast pies.
That's true. I'm a huge fan of Matt Gorley from Super Ego and from other stuff. And I guess at this point, he's most famous for being the on-mic producer on Conan O'Brien's podcast,
Yes,
which is so weird. It is weird to me that Conan O'Brien does a podcast with a guy who's funnier than him, but he doesn't know. Like, Conan doesn't know that Matt Gorley is...
Yes, of course he does.
No, Conan... One of the themes of the early show is like Conan slowly learning that Matt is like a respected podcaster and comedian.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because he literally didn't know. He was assigned, I think he was assigned Matt Gorley by Earwolf at the time. And then slowly Matt Gorley has like become a bigger part of the show as everyone, I think, decides that the beginning where it's him talking with Matt and his former assistant Sona is way better than him interviewing comedians and other famous people.
We're gonna test the fog.
Okay.
Wait, didn't I just
Going to test the fog, you say?
I turned on quality. If anything, the fog got closer. Okay.
Let's find a point in the distance.
I'm
where
gonna
an
walk
object
until
has
I
disappeared.
can't. Or okay, hang on. I'm gonna walk until I can't see the far railing. Okay. The railing is really hanging around.
All right. Let's go here and see if that railing disappears now.
No. I'm in quality right now, so I have to actually walk until now I can barely see it.
Okay.
So we'll change to performance and see if it disappears. Nope. If anything, I can see it better.
This is okay. The thing that might be happening is that they might have like a radius around you where a further distance object or like a quote unquote background object disappears, but then the actual close up like volumetric fog gets lighter because it was the trees of the forest and that you couldn't actually get to that were disappearing in quality mode before. So there might be like close up fog gets thinner and far away fog gets thicker in performance. Maybe that's how it goes. Oh yeah, look at that. See that tree in the background there.
Tree. Let's check the tree.
See if it gets...
Looks the same to me.
Looks the same to me.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I can put in a clip of what I exactly noticed.
You know, I feel.
Do we even talk about that on mic? Is that even something that people know what we were doing?
What?
Me saying like, oh, in editing the video, I saw what performance and quality was doing.
We talked about that on the. We talked about that on the Silent Hill 2 original stream that we did last week. And we might be coming up on a cutscene because I know these viewfinders here. I believe I'm recalling what happens on this boardwalk type area. Maybe not. Oh, here we are. You can be impressed by my incredible recall of the events of Silent Hill 2.
Mary?
Wow, look at that. I can't believe that they just did that.
Thank you. Pink highlights, huh?
No. You're
It's how we know that she's fun.
Not.
Yeah. Huh.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my
Hmm.
late wife. I can't believe it. Your face.
She was supposed to be here. She's
My
late.
name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? Warm.
Sorry, I got confused.
Hey. Where are you going?
I need to find Mary.
Is it petty of me to be annoyed by the pink hair thing?
Didn't you say she died?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. 3 years ago. It's just. I got a letter from her.
A letter.
I know how it sounds. I'm not. I don't.
Hey. It's okay. So, what did the letter say?
She said she was waiting for me. In our special place.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
I don't know anymore. There was something. I can't quite.
See it?
Hey,
Because of the fog.
Wow.
I think I might know. I mean, there's this one place. Not far from here.
What kind of place?
The kind two lovers might call special. I can show you if you want.
I love how James doesn't even have a
Somewhere else to
guess
be.
as to what the special place is.
Something else to do.
No, he knows. He just doesn't want to say, right?
Easy there.
No, in the opening cutscene, he
Just
says,
messing
"What is she talking about? This whole town was our special place."
Come on. It's this way.
You're coming with me? Can't you just tell me where it is?
I don't really like escort missions.
You're just gonna leave me here? Alone?
You were already.
With all these monsters around?
Oh, okay.
No, I just.
Is it because I remind you of her?
This cutscene's like
You loved her,
fairly
didn't
different
you?
from the original, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Didn't you?
All right, just.
I felt like the Angela cutscenes were basically word for word.
Come on.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to play more of the original to find out.
We're gonna have to, yeah. The reason I think why she has pink hair is because in the original she had like a crop top and leopard print pink skirt, which is very early 2000s, and that's doesn't scream. That's like not. I think they've just modernized what like someone that would have
Yeah.
worn that would be wearing now.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.